All right, welcome everybody to Division C East, and we have a good match for you tonight. We have ICC Crystal Gems against Brickhouse. I'm joined by fellow streamer and caster Krogdon. Welcome, Krogdon.
What's up? Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. That'll be $5. Getting the name out there. Looks like Brickhouse wasting no time getting that Stukov out of the game. Love to see it.
Yep. No Stukov.
I can't remember if I'm still... I may have seen one Stukov now, but no more than one actually make it through a draft.
Yeah, I can't even remember. No idea. I think I've seen a game where Stukov wasn't picked or banned. So it's like either banned or just like...
Oh, so yeah, he got ignored.
Yeah, just completely ignored.
Yep. Well, we won't see him in this game either. Yeah, pretty good healer squeeze by Brickhouse so far. So and there's a third top tier healer. So if Brickhouse first picks their heal here, like if they take Rhaegar, for example, that would put ICC on the back foot in healers, but instead they go ahead and snatch up that Johanna.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you got to go Joe.
Yeah. They may not have expected to be given Joe, and since Joe was available, they're like, well, yeah, we'll go ahead and pick her.
Yeah.
I would like to see ICC take the Rhaegar here. By the way, I have no idea what these teams play. I hadn't had the opportunity to watch either of them play yet, so not sure if Rhaegar's even like a peer that they play, but no, it's both assassins, or at least two assassins, immediately picked up by ICC. Junkrat's gonna have that, safe poke, and Jaina's got that burst. Jaina's, depending on how you build her, she's actually pretty good race as well. She can be.
Yeah, seeing a more, I would say, standard, Vala pick versus Junkrat Jaina. Obviously, Junkrat does a great job defensively to slow it down, provide vision, traps, things like that, and then also has decent poke on the objective. But definitely a high priority first picking.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, why? Sorry, I'm having a little trouble in my chat here. Oops.
Oh.
Why can't I I don't know, whatever. New streamer problems. Oh, that's
all right, Deckard. So, further banning more healers. Hopefully, we got a Lucio player or Malfurion, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of healers. It's just that you dip into that kind of like A and B category instead of those classic S tier healers. But nothing wrong with a good Tyrande.
Yeah, especially on this map. Kind of aiding in that burn as well. Good follow-up to taunt, if that is what we see.
True. Good vision. Yeah, so nothing wrong with it. And it could be their comfort picks style anyway.
Right.
So yeah, kind of more typical. I feel like Brickhouse's comp is like it's like the best but also most I don't want to say basic, but kind of basic BOE build. Yeah, right? You get that like the Johanna Rhaegar tank heal combos, like just classic. And then Vala Li Ming also just, nothing too crazy there. Just picking kind of the best in slot heroes.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably the most common or, like mage damage dealer on this map. I mean, Vala, obviously on this map, and then Li Ming is definitely prioritized a lot on this map as well.
Yeah,
really good poke.
Absolutely. But we do have Blaze as the last pick, kind of powerhouse pick for that final slot for ICC. You know, technically it could be main tank Blaze and like a and some, you know, a spicier variant.
Yeah, you never know.
Could be, but I don't know. Something tells me it's probably going to be Taunt. Tyrande follow up, Junkrat Boop follow up. It would kind of make sense.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
All right.
Let's introduce these teams.
Yep, go for it. You can introduce on the left side.
Yeah, starting on the left side, Moxdash is playing Jaina. G Jesus is playing Junkrat. Psychopants on Varian. Jacob All on Blaze, and Alicia Wins on Tyrande. That is for ICC Crystal Gems.
Yep, and over on the side of Brickhouse, we have Little Soul riding his motorcycle around on that Johanna. Dizzy Wingman picking up the Li Ming. We got Zesty on the, what is that? That's the Rhaegar. Oh, he's on his hind legs. That's why it looks so weird. Tater playing that Vala, and Ronan on the Sonya up there. Got a Q build Vala started here. Totem build on the Rhaegar. Slam for the Sonya. Owl level 1 coming out for Tyrande. I'm not going to know all that much about Tyrande builds in this one, but Varian going for the Lion's Maw. And yeah, everything else looks like
pretty standard.
Pretty standard, yep.
I like, so we have Force Armor on Li Ming. Pretty interesting on this map how you do see some Li Mings go that Q build, which I do like. I haven't seen it a whole lot recently, but I hope we get to see it here.
Right, yeah.
Because it really does have good burn on the Immortal.
Good Junkrat boop onto the Johanna there, but Joe had the Unstoppable ready.
Yeah, with no taunt, you know, it's just, there's not going to be much there.
Nope. Looks like Brickhouse wants to put some pressure on the bottom camp here. Maybe take advantage of that pre-4 strength that they have, but nope, not going to go onto the camp just yet. So neither team making a move yet towards a camp. Ronan is fighting against Jack of All up top and seems to be getting the better of him within that wave, as Sonya is able to self-sustain in those minion waves pretty well. Probably a little bit better than Blaze. Blaze will run out of mana. Sonya doesn't have to worry about that. But yeah, Brickhouse is now finally moving to their... I say finally, but this camp will be done in plenty of time for the Immortal. And ICC is also now making their way up to the Shamans. So we're not going to see...
how neither neutral camp got picked by either team.
Right, exactly. It looked for a minute like Brickhouse may wanted to take the bottom, but they took the safe way and didn't go for it just yet.
Here we go.
But yeah, good camp timing on ICC here, and Brickhouse's wasn't too much ahead of that anyway, so both teams will have to worry a little bit about those Shamans. I wonder if this Siege camp beats the Shaman camp, or if the Shaman camp will run through it when you leave them alone.
I think the Shaman camp runs through it.
I bet it would, especially if it has a wave in front of it. Then it just keeps spawning. Yeah.
Like it just keeps spawning the dogs to, you know, tank shots basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so far, Brickhouse using that Li Ming poke to get a little bit of damage on that Immortal. It is taunt, by the way, so big Blaze Stun comes out, but Jackal's pretty low. Also, Sycophant's falling to half health.
Ronin getting really low, but does get away. Yeah, they're trading a lot of hit points.
Yeah. But
nobody
with this,
going down.
Yeah, and with this fight being around this Immortal, it's Brickhouse that gets the advantage in terms of Immortal damage.
It is time for a change in strategy.
Yeah, that's where Li Ming is so good. Just able to stay safe, land big shots either to the Immortal or, you know, players have to tank it themselves. So
Yeah, absolutely.
big advantage.
Sycophants moves in for a taunt, and ICC trying to follow it up pretty far forward there, so Brickhouse is able to move back, but level 7's come out for Brickhouse. ICC will not be too far behind on that, but since they don't have anyone soaking a lane currently, it will just be passive experience that gets it for them, so both teams going for the race now. This will go to Brickhouse's favor. About half of the shield gone, though. Not bad last-second burn by ICC.
Yeah, not bad. So Brickhouse sent Sonya top and Joe Bot to just get an extra wave in each and push that forward. So they took that little lead in XP. Sacrificed a little bit of the shield for that, but...
Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, depending on how it times out, those little experience leads can lead to, you know, maybe you're level 10 and the other team's at level 9 at a key moment of the game. So it's good to take whatever advantage you can possibly get, especially pre-10, I think.
And they're already getting a lot of value with this Immortal. So it's right at half health as Varian goes down.
Whew.
Looks like, yeah, they're going to get this fort. That's about perfect scenario for their, you know, for that first Immortal.
Oh yeah, it's a very good start. Alicia Wentz has to back up here, taking a lot of damage, but able to get safely behind that wall. Yeah, I think ICC just has to kind of hold on. They've got a little bit of, like Junkrat needs a few levels before he starts to be able to, you know, really put down some hurt. Okay, Blaze and Ronan are up here thinking about battling over this this camp, but looks like Brickhouse brought their people up just in time to force Jackaval away. Big engage on his Sycophants. Varian just trying his best to get out, but nope, gets popped by the Li Ming. That's level 10s coming out for Brickhouse.
Yeah, full level lead. Junkrat is bottom, trying to get some of that soak.
Yep.
So hopefully not too far behind for ICC.
Yeah, it looks like it is Wrath of the Berserker taken by Sonya. Blessed Shield, Wave of Force, Rain of Vengeance, and the Ancestral Healing. So Sonya taking that Wrath is going to be, well, I guess that's going to be a lot more burn potential, and maybe just not feeling like they don't need to leap into that.
Yeah. I mean, Wrath is definitely a lot of burn. And then also, it should... No, does it cut Taunt down in half? Because Taunt is a silence.
Taunt is a weird one, so I'm not sure if it does or not. It works on, what does it say? Stuns, root, slows.
And slows, so
probably not.
Works on Tyrande stun.
Yeah.
There we go. But yeah, they definitely have the burn right now.
Enough. I seek better ground.
Level 10s for ICC coming through is going to be Water Ellie, Rocket Ride, Shield Wall, Bunker Drop, and that Starfall from Tyrande.
Yeah, let's see if they can make something happen here. They are on the timer top as Ronan gets the Ancestral.
Big stun and a boop onto Zesty. Let's see if
yeah, great
he might
boop.
fall to some damage by ICC. It does indeed. That is the Immortal going through, but little contact
Double
stun.
blade stun.
Yep.
And we get a Rocket Ride.
Gonna zone Ronan. Ronan could fall here if Sycophants has any cooldown. Nope, not quite. But there is a taunt onto the, followed up by a nice stun.
Good combo.
And, yeah, very well comboed. So, yeah, Immortal going out of a Brickhouse with a big shield, but ICC Crystal Gem's picking up some kills on the backside at least. Maybe make this defense a little bit easier. Whew.
Yeah, that camp took
Yeah.
almost the entire wall top.
Yeah, it really did. That's big head start for Brickhouse's Immortal here.
Yeah. But that, you know, pushes the waves up and puts the XP over on their side of the map. So ICC Crystal Gems, you know, they'll save this keep. They're in line to get 13 before the next objective. So, yeah, they're not in a terrible spot.
No, absolutely not. They'll have their chance yet to get some. Sycophants getting aggressive here, but Brickhouse is all right there, willing to go in on him. Bunker gets dropped in the back line. Blaze is going to be healthy coming out of that. So no kill going down, but did we lose any? We did lose the water elemental and the bunker cooldowns for ICC, so it'll be at least 45 seconds before they're ready, fully ready to fight again.
No issues with that. I love the early water elemental. That also helps get the Jaina ice block quicker.
Yeah.
Just because this isn't a game where Jaina is able to get a whole lot of, you know, damage off. It's just called the fights happen very quickly. So invade here, we do have 13 on the side of ICC.
Yeah, Brickhouse looking for blood here.
Yeah.
They were positioning. Rotation. Yeah, they were coming in trying to throw that net over ICC. But ICC does get it in time and is able to get out of there. Nice stun into a Blaze combo, but Ancestral Healing's there to save it. GG Jesus has 75 health. Sonya's going to chase him down. Jaina in that bunker was low health as well. Gets cleaned up. Sycophants next to fall, so Brickhouse just kind of cleaning up now.
Yeah, utilizing those resets. It looks like ICC is doing a good job jumping in, trying to get that first blow up, but it looks like whenever they're not able to get that blow up kill, the counter engage by Brickhouse is just too much.
Yeah, for sure. And the Rhaegar being able to use Ancestral as soon as he basically used it as soon as he was able to on the taunt target. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's pretty hard to get that blow up. You almost have to do their whole health bar and a half.
Yeah.
To get the kill.
I wouldn't mind seeing like an early taunt and maybe bait out some cooldowns and then actually go all in on the second.
There's another big Blaze stun.
There's a good one.
They do get the kill on Valley. Yeah, no Ancestral that time.
Zesty turns around and just autos the fort, or sorry, the keep.
Oh yeah.
Possibly going to go down, but makes it out.
Yeah. Zesty got booped and was able to walk out of there. Ooh, almost gets popped by the owl.
Yeah, so actually a slight advantage, here for the next 10 seconds for Crystal Gems. As we get another... looks like Joe's going to get away.
Yeah, Joe able to pop that. Does use Ancestral on the Joe, so Joe could re-engage here if she so desired.
This is good positioning, though, from ICC because they get that aggressive Immortal on the right done early, so this next one will be in a better position for them to attack.
Yeah, it's looking good for them so far. Even though they're down level 16s, Brickhouse is going to come in here and look to use their 16 advantage, though. And there are some Immortal stuns going to go down. Yep, Jaina gets caught by an Immortal stun and has to go into the bunker. Mayhem going on right now. Jakoval gets low, but it is Jaina to be the first to fall. Brickhouse just following in there, trying to find something more. Sonya just living in the back line here.
Yeah, those Rhaegar totems were nasty. One stopped Jaina from moving and basically got Immortal stunned, and then Oh man, they're chasing him down here.
Yeah,
This is
it's looking
probably game
dangerous. I think so. It's 3 katas on the top, so
Yeah.
and 3 from the bottom too. So yeah, the macro and everything is coming together. That was the last fight of that game. So well played, Brickhouse.
Yeah, Junkrat was trying to get over there to die on the Immortal to get the Total Mayhem grenade drop, but the totem just slowed Junkrat down so much wasn't able to make it over there. Yeah. Honestly, Rhaegar, and then I would say Rhaegar was my MVP for that game.
You know, ICC had the taunt and then the Blaze follow up and the Tyrande follow up. They had all that stuff down. It's just that the comp that they were using it into was able to survive those, you know, except for a few blow up kills. They did get they did get Vala twice, and then Rhaegar once, Johanna once. But for the most part, in those big engages, yeah, it was kind of like ICC engages really hard, and then Brickhouse saves with an Ancestral, and then just kind of has the chase down after that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was pretty well played overall. I mean, I know the game didn't go very long, about 14 minutes. But I would not be surprised to see a turnaround for ICC next game. At least got to hope for it anyway. Got to always look for that game 3.
Yeah, so I mean, mid game, I know they were down structurally. They were actually up in kills 4-3. I know we finished 4-10, but yeah, I mean it's there. So
yeah, the in-game scoreboard's always a little bit misleading anyway, because you know some of those 10 kills just came at the very, very end when they're chasing down ICC, and ICC's doing their best, realizing that they kind of have to, I don't know, it's like their last hurrah of the game. So yeah, sometimes it's a lot closer than what the last score shows. But yeah, we kind of touched on it in the draft phase. Like, Brickhouse just kind of got almost a best in slot, or at least a most popular pick, air quotes, in slot draft for BOE. You know, like,
yeah,
it was pretty cookie cutter, but in like a good way. They got a lot of the top tier heroes for those roles.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Joe, Vala, Rhaegar.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
you know,
you could draft that on paper 1, 2, all day and not get it in a real draft, you know. I'd be
with the highest hero damage for ICC.
Oh, really? Yeah, probably all those probably some of those owl snipes.
Yeah. I actually didn't look at the full build.
I should have, yeah.
Page, but...
Yeah, I saw actually almost got a kill with one of those long range snipes on the Rhaegar.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Ooh.
So
looks like we are in
going towards Volskaya. And I'll wait a little bit to find out who picked it, just in case it's not indicated yet. Yeah, so going into this draft, I would think I would make sure to ban Johanna or pick her. I don't think I would give that away for a second time.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
It's tough to, because you could say, well, don't give him the Rhaegar either, but you know, there's so many good healer options. It's kind of hard to choke out a healer completely. But you can at least make sure you're not facing a Johanna.
Yeah, and we're saying Rhaegar because, let's be honest, in almost every game, like, you know, Brightwing and Stukov and sometimes Anduin. So there's all these other, there's a pool of good healers that are all, you know, prioritized. So Rhaegar's just kind of in that list, but also usually doesn't make the cut for the bans. So
yeah, that's true. That is true.
But Joe, yeah, Joe's just really strong.
She's tough to play into. She just messes up so many strategies. So it looks like ICC Crystal Gems has decided to take first pick, so it'll be Brickhouse taking us to Volskaya. I'm kind of excited. Have we casted a Volskaya game?
I
can't remember. I don't think
Man,
so.
I
I don't
don't
think
know.
I have. I do not think that I have. So yeah, this would be cool. Let's see if I remember to change my overlay from the draft to the in-game overlay this time.
Yeah.
I forgot to do it on the last one.
Q-Ball says, Wahoo cheers.
Wahoo!
What? We got King of Hot says, let's go ICC. Love it.
Johanna instant banned by ICC here. That's great. I love the just taking zero time for that. Just like, yeah, okay, we saw what happened there. We're not doing that.
Not doing that.
Not playing that game. Brickhouse sticking with the Stukov ban.
Oh, I should be right back. Give me 30 seconds.
All right. And the Vala going to be the next ban from ICC. Followed by more Healer Squeeze by the side of Brickhouse. So what does ICC Crystal Gems want first here? They chose that first pick option, so I'd like to see something substantial here. Deckard picked up by Alicia Wins. All right. So they're going to have that area control and slows and roots for Deckard just right off the bat. Brightwing is available still. Rhaegar is available still. So let's see if Brickhouse... Nope. Brickhouse decides to pick up the Alexstrasza. So very interesting strategies coming out here. Both teams thinking about that objective play. I think here we're going to have Alexstrasza's Dragon going to be a force to be reckoned with. But Deckard being able to set up and place potions around the area could be a big advantage for ICC as well. So a Nubrak Rainer picked up. So, okay. Let's see if ICC wants to go any more dive with that Anubrak, or if it's just going to be... I mean, you don't have to dive with Anubrak. He has a lot of stuns and control without having to go too deep.
All right, I'm back. What'd I miss?
You missed... Alexstrasza was picked up on the side of...
Zesty pick.
Yeah. So Alexstrasza picked up, and ICC first picked the Deckard. So both teams going for that kind of zone control for the objective, it looked like.
Yeah, King Andrew pointing out the, if Deckard goes Emerald, throwing that over the Alex W.
Oh, right, yeah.
Canceling that.
True, true.
I have seen Stitches. Oh yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Right as yeah, okay, there you go. This is straight from who played it? Lauber, I think. Whatever, all the European players like switching teams nonstop. So I don't know the team, but everybody goes globe.
Is this
talents,
a globe trot? Yeah, okay. This is the globe trotters.
Stitches had like, 120 globes or something running around like 35% move speed.
And with a ton of health too, I'm sure.
Yes. I think it was like over 11,000.
Yeah, I wonder
Love it.
So we're seeing the Globetrotters here. It is Stitches and Mephisto both are kind of weak into Anubarak, I would say. Technically, like Anubarak could cocoon the Mephisto if Mephisto is overextended and then he just pops out and gets killed. Or Anubarak can use that cocoon to counter a Stitches Gorge as well. But who's to say how things shake out, and Stitches doesn't have to go Gorge. Or he could Gorge Anubarak. So I don't know. Nothing is certain, but I don't know. In a way, it is kind of a good thing that ICC has that Anubarak in their pocket already against this Brickhouse team.
Yeah. And Anub, I love Anub. Anub is really good right now.
Mm-hmm. And he will be forever because there's no more balance changes.
Yeah. And then Ronan going Greymane into the Deathwing. So maybe a little response to that.
Yeah, that's true. Could be.
Bullet out.
Lots of potential damage on the Deathwing. Any damage done to Deathwing up front, of course, is the most valuable because that's when he has his armor. So Curse Bullet. I suppose that's the most Curse Bullet value in the whole game, is just bulleting a full health Deathwing.
Yep.
See what early talents we have. Yeah, it's going to be definitely going Globetrotters here to some extent. At least 3 of them over on the side of Brickhouse. Exterminator picked up by Raynor, so we won't have any Sergeant Pepper stuff. Or at least not the level 1. We didn't touch on it, but the Gazlo, if he looks like he is building rocket boots, so probably going to go into that grab bomb. That could be a pretty good... I mean, you're going to have people grouping up on Alex Straza heals, trying to stay on these objectives. If the grab bomb is good, if it's like really well timed and Brickhouse falls into it, like it's just that alone could be a fight winner
for sure.
So far, Greymane fighting against the bottom lane Gazlo. While an early rotation for, so the Globetrotters are going to look to rotate quickly and just try to stack those globes in the early game. Kind of playing this a little bit like Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Yeah, definitely. Those quick 4-man rotations. Even, like you said, leaving the Greymane bottom and just having the Leo for that extra clear.
Yeah. It's interesting.
So ICC prioritizing the camp as Brickhouse just doing their thing, rotating around, getting globes.
Ronan beating up Jack of All just a little bit, but Gazlo's got surprisingly good self-sustain, especially after he gets his pretty much no matter what he takes it for will help his self-sustain. It's annoyingly difficult to poke down a Gazlo.
Yeah, who else misses old Gazlo?
Nobody. Actually, I don't even remember what he was all about.
You set up all your turrets in a spot and go the one where all the turrets shoot mini lasers and then you just one-shot somebody.
Hey, you could still do that, kind of.
Yeah, it's just not, it's not the same.
Yeah.
You could like channel it forever and like aim it around.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's right. The laser used to like build in strength and range.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's right, man. I have a terrible memory. If you didn't say that, I would have never thought about that ever again. Oh! Yep. Just caught that Ronin getting that kill on the Gazlo.
Yeah, Greymane is one of those ones where they're like, oh, you know, there's no self-sustain, but
he hurts.
And I've done it before where you underestimate what a Greymane can do in the solo, and definitely can get punished just so much damage.
Yes, yeah. And he went thick skin at 4 too, which makes him an even stronger duelist in that Worgen form. Also, the way Gazlo heals on that hyper focus coils, his laser does 2% of their max health, and then he's healed for 100%, 150% of the damage. So on a low health hero like Greymane, Gazlo's not actually able to heal up as much as he would be against like a Sonya or a Blaze.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to point out, I love this talent. Mephisto went Spite at 4, which is the regen globes also trigger hatred.
Yeah.
It's pretty helpful, especially if you get a rotation where you didn't actually hit, very many of your moves, and you normally would just be out of luck.
Oh, good hook on the Gazlo.
Yep.
We don't have Emerald on the Deckard. So as King Andrew is kind of pointing out, I thought we might see it, but I know a lot of people don't like to have, a ton of gems to, hit. Feels bad when you have Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald.
Yeah, true. ICC is going to have plenty of time to come and contest this again if they wish, but Brickhouse does pick up another gun. So intelligent play there, making sure they get that next gun advantage for this re-engage. Sicko Pants getting a little low up front, but that's a big fire going through, but Deathwing has no armor left and is very close to getting wiped. Yep. Actually, a 3-for-0 kill for Brickhouse's favor. I don't know. For a second, it looked like that fight was not going to quite go that way, and then everyone on ICC just dropped at the same time.
Yeah. It was kind of surprising. It looked like so much AoE damage was coming down, but just nobody dying, and then it just goes the other way.
Yeah. Maybe those Alex heals, some of all the globes going through, just able to keep them all up. So what's a good globe count for something like this? Like if looking at the stitches.
I mean, 29 is great. Well, 31.
Yeah, they're going up quick.
Yeah, that definitely we're getting some fast stacks. We're at just over 6 minutes. Yeah, that's looking good. And then this game, obviously can go well past 20.
So,
this specific map.
So it's 5% movement speed every 20 globes. Does that cap out ever?
No, not that I know of.
So you can just technically just get really, really fast. So it is the Putrid Bile ult picked up, as well as Durance of Hate, Lifebinder, Entomb, and Curse Bullet. Deckard falling as well.
Yeah, almost level 10. Hopefully they can kind of pull this one together. It looks like top fort's, probably going down. With the Greymane, yeah, it's just going to be too much damage.
Yeah, it's pretty tough defense, especially since ICC just now hit level 10s. But they are level 10s now, so let's see if they are looking to engage. They have a cocoon down on Alex. Durance of Hate goes through onto the Anubrak, though, so Brickhouse able to back out and get their tank back healed up.
Yeah, good cocoon to cancel out the life binder.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Monster wave mid. Hopefully ICC can catch that XP. It does look like Raynor notices.
So I think ICC is just going to need to hit some really big, a really big wombo at some point here. To excuse my camera, I have doing something with my hands for a second. But you know, they've got the grab bomb now, and they've got the Deathwing AOE. They have stay a while and listen. So they have some tools that they can use to set up a double or a triple kill potentially. It's just going to be a matter of whether they can pull it off, I think.
Yeah, they definitely have the tools. With like you said,
Ooh, and
stay a
Tomb
while,
going down
grab a
bottom.
bomb.
Let's see if Jacoball can drop that turret in time. He does, I think. Yeah. So he was, was able to drop that turret. Sycophants comes in, puts a little damage through, followed up by the Deckard, but yeah, I see just on the back foot from that pick, and gonna have to have some more patience here and try to hit 13s. Luckily, the objective has not spawned yet, so they will have time to get 13s, I think.
An access terminal will be online in a moment.
Yeah, we're at 49 glows for the stitches. Stacking pretty well. E-build, or sorry, drain build for Leo.
Yeah, that's if you. I mean, I would do it on the
Deathwing.
Deathwing, likely. Yeah.
Access terminal online. Secure it to activate the protector.
Yeah, I mean, if you get, like, if you pop Deathwing with a Curse Bullet, and then Leoric starts the drain at about the same time, you know, in that in-between period before Deathwing, I mean, before Leoric pops him for 15% of his health, yeah, Deathwing can just fall basically from that combo.
Yeah, especially if we get, you know, Alpha Killer and stuff like that. Just a couple autos.
Yeah, it would not take much.
They're trading forts, which that's good for ICC to at least get some structures down to help kind of relieve some of that pressure. I know it's a trade, but
yeah, no, it's good for them, and this fight is good for them too. They're going to be able to fight pre-16. Yeah. This is kind of their time to shine here.
Gaslo does split though. A new rooted and pulled, but does E away. Good stay a while and listen by Alicia Wins. That was a 5-man.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, they probably just need to
back
get
out
of here.
Gaslo still mid. Really think that his team needed him here for this fight, but luckily ICC is able to not die over it. So they do not have a few of their ults though. So for this re-engage, they're going to be facing death or Curse Bullet again. The only ult from Brickhouse they won't have to face is the Bile. Durance of Hate just barely misses. Right now the Cocoon is onto onto the Greymane, but Greymane's out now and looking to do some damage. Curse Bullet immediately. Nice pull into Sycophants by Little Soul. Alicia Wins follows as well on the bottom side there, so.
Yeah, that's what makes this map so tough. It's almost like, you know, ICC might have been better off. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, but giving that top objective, it definitely, the fight started going sideways whenever Grav Bomb didn't catch anybody, and then, you know, it just looked like health bars were getting low, and already a couple ults were kind of spent in that earlier little skirmish.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the tough part.
Tough because these, you know, this is the second objective. Not crazy strong yet, but
ooh, Alicia Wins get picked by Little Soul and it's trying to walk out Tank Deckard.
The body blocks with the slows.
Oh, big Alicia Wins just barely getting knocked out, and the rest of ICC trying their best to peel, but not going to be enough. So Deckard's going to be back up in 25 seconds, but yeah, it's just probably going to lose a keep here. And I think ICC would be happy at this point if they only lose a keep.
Yeah, for sure.
Deathwing going to fly. Okay, I thought he was going to fly. I thought that was going to come in a little more aggressively. I was thinking he might get burned there, but not the case. Just doing some poke on the backside there.
Yeah, they make it to 16. Obviously down a keep, but
yeah, still in it.
Was kind of expected on that, on the back end of those deaths. So, still, yeah, definitely in it. But definitely, they're gonna need to make some big plays because we're down in kills 0-12. So, for sure, gonna have to put together some of these combos.
Yeah, I think with the type of damage they have and the type of ults, they really need to pop somebody with some form of wombo combo, whether it's a grav bomb into some fire, whether it's a stay a while that gets used first, followed up by a grav. Those are the abilities that need to get a kill, because if those fail to get a kill, you know, you're going to have this extremely high health Stitches running around the back line, or running around your team. Greymane doing tons of damage. They're just going to beat you after those cooldowns are used.
Yeah, it looks like ICC, they wisely kind of back off of that one. That's one of those ones where it's like, hey, you try.
Yeah, they try to get that pre-20 kill.
You know, don't die on the backside of that engage.
Yeah, for sure.
So, again, still in it. Down. Oh yeah, still 3 levels to get to 20. So.
By the way, Stitches has 82 globes.
Let's look at this movement. How's that base move speed? Like, just take a look at that.
Okay, yeah, let's look at it here.
It's moving around pretty fast.
Can't remember my.
Here, I'll see if I can see it.
Sycophants is alone here. GG's comes down on top, but not before Sycophants goes down. So it looks like ICC wanted that again, tried to do that pre-20 fight, but didn't quite go well for him. Yeah, I can't remember the hotkey to show the detailed info at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, just on the eye test, it's pretty fast.
Well, it should be 20% bonus movement speed, right?
Yeah, so it's 5 baseline, and then every 20.
Oh, 5 baseline as well, so 25%. Nice hook there onto the Rainer there.
Great hook.
Tons of burn damage going out from the Deathwing, but just not enough to get the kill. Ronan burning that keep, while Jackaval is stuck in between the rest of the team. Saywalk goes through and hits a lot of people, but they're all kind of woken up pretty quickly as well. This is starting to look pretty dangerous for ICC. If they lose anyone else, you know, their whole base could fall. Deckard does go down in the end, so. But Brickhouse may be backing up slightly here, or at least temporarily, just for that gun.
Yeah, probably get the gun and get mid keep. Deckard down for another 35. So I don't know. I mean, they could posture around and maybe get a hook play, but
right. The hotkey is clicking on the character. Yeah, so I click on him, and I don't see it. It's not the same as like when I look at it in game, and I've got this little detail panel.
yeah.
So I don't know. I'll figure that out after this game.
9,000, almost 9,400. Now over 9,400 HP.
It's over 9,000. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
The sideways Durance lands on Rainer.
Big Deathwing flyover.
A little low. Will be healed up.
Mockstash getting burned down there at the end there. Yeah, ICC level 19. They're down 1 now. That probably should try to back off, but so far, yeah, they're trying to now. Hook goes down and does hit Deckard, and Deckard's going to try to tank her way out of here, going for those big pots. Another hook goes down. There's a big Durance, so that's probably going to be the end for Deckard and Noob. And another hook going down onto the Gazlo. The Sitch is not missing in the last 3 minutes of this game, just hitting every hook that he wants. And it's got to be, it's got to end up being the game, right?
Yep, for sure.
They've got Katas rolling in here. Yep, just going to try to push into this core and end it. So, well played by Brickhouse. Very entertaining game. Stitches ended up with 110 globes by the end of that, which that's just insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, clean sweep right there. So the 20-0 in kills. Brickhouse took us to that map. Is that right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. So they kind of had that plan going into this and played it pretty perfectly.
Yeah, that was neat to watch. I'll point out Deathwing did his absolute best in doing the teamfight damage, actually topping out the charts at 99.5k. So well done, Deathwing, to pump out that damage. It's just just too much healing, too many globes to really pop any of those kills.
Yeah, Deathwing was doing work.
And if you look at the next highest damage-wise for ICC, it's like half that. Gazlo was their next highest at 48k. So, yeah, just not able to get the kills that they wanted that one. But I'm going to take a look. Maybe we can get an interview. We are in a lobby that they can find us in, so I will send a message over to Brickhouse.
Yeah, 108,000 healing on Alex Traza.
Yeah, wow. Very well done. Oh, shit. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I'm glad I got to see that that Globetrotter thing work. That worked way better than I have seen it in the past.
Right.
All right, we're joined by Dizzy Wingman and Tater. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Are you having fun with globes yet?
Oh, always.
Yeah,
Very, very fun.
Yeah, it was a good match. They're a super fun team.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Definitely.
cool folk.
Great folks.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a joy to watch. I guess we can start with Game 1, talk about that a little bit. So, Battlefield of Eternity. It seemed to us as casters that you guys were able to draft kind of like almost like a cookie cutter best in slot draft, you know, with like what would you want to use your tank? Oh, well, probably Johanna. And they're like, well, who's the best like poke on BOE? Well, probably Li Ming. So did that work out just as intended, or?
Yeah, our thought process was just to have a big front and just as much race as possible, and we were able to just kind of eke it through a few times, and that seemed to snowball it.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
seem to have an answer for the Varian there each time.
Yeah, we were really scared of the Stukov variant combo. So
Yep.
we figured if we got out the silence, we could survive a little more.
Yeah, we banned the Stukov out, I think possibly first ban, because we figured if we could get the Johanna, then that combo is a real problem, but without it, it's not that much stronger in the tank slot than a Johanna.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, so their team was able to, they would taunt and then get a big blaze stun. Did you guys have any panic in your comms during those times, or were you able to, you kind of knew that you had the counter, ancestral healings and things that you needed?
I would say there was some panic some of the time. We knew going in, we saw their team comp, and we said, okay, the taunt is going to get followed up by a lunar flare stun and a blaze charge, and so we knew it was coming, and yet in the moment when it happens, you're getting stunned, and there's some panic there, but Zesty was really. I think we talked about it afterwards, and I think there were even some preemptive ults from the Rhaegar to really shut that down.
Yeah,
So
sure.
we had
It definitely
faith
looked
in
like
him.
it.
Yeah, really good
So-
ancestrals.
Yeah,
To
props
just
to him.
kind of shut it down right off the bat.
Yeah, I think we picked the Rhaegar pretty early, if I remember. I think we sort of lucked into that counter for their style of engage. I'm pretty fortunate we had something big like that to counter it.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it in the draft, and there was a big healer squeeze. You guys banned out the Anduin stew, right? And then they banned the Brightwing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so when it came to your first pick, you picked Johanna. We said, oh, well, okay, they kind of got to pick the Johanna, right? And then, so I fully expected ICC to maybe pick up that Rhaegar, but instead they locked both their damage dealers. Did that influence the rest of your draft at all? Seeing the Jaina Junkrat right away?
I don't think I will say I don't think those picks were anything unexpected. We did our homework and weren't surprised to see either of those heroes come up. I think the lack of a Rhaegar pick early on did influence things, and sure you guys saw that in the second round of bans we banned the Deckard, which we've got a lot of respect for Alicia Wins. Thought they'd be on healer, and really trying to ban out some top picks there, and so that was one big change of direction that we had on it. But I think as soon as we saw those DPS, we felt pretty happy with the team that could just from range put damage on the immortal, because they did not have the sort of immortal race like a Greymane or a Zul'jin that could sort of outrush our sort of slow immortal poke.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. That's it for me on game one. Krog, you have anything else for game one?
No, I want to go straight into game two.
Yeah, all right. Game two.
So
Go ahead.
y'all picked Volskaya, right?
Correct.
Okay, so first off, yeah, definitely love that comp, and then also for that map, just because it tends to go later game. So I just want to read it. I wrote down we finished with 110 globes, and then Stitches had over 9,900, almost 10,000 HP. Is that the highest count y'all have gotten, or
Par for the
has there
course.
been another time?
This is
I'm not sure if it's the
That's the
highest,
record.
but it did. I mean, it did work out for us. I think we weren't sure if we were gonna play Globe. We're really lucky that Zesty plays so many healers that we can kind of take the Alex and then decide later on if we want to Globe with it or not. But yeah, just the the staying power of having just a really big stitches and then having the gray main for kill was just it was a combo that worked out well for us.
Yeah, and especially early game, running the gray main bottom and then the Leo with the 4-man. That was kind of like an interesting kind of mix up. Was that more for just added wave clear, or just something that you typically run?
Yeah, we wanted the flexibility of having Leo to get kind of extra soak as needed, but our thoughts was that the gray main could hopefully try to bully the gray or the Gazlo out, and have the Leo just chase around the Deathwing so that the Deathwing couldn't engage too hard.
Oh yeah. Well, Greymane was able to bully a little bit. He at least got one solo kill that I saw. Ronan will be happy to know I caught the very tail end of that fight there.
Oh, it's always good to give the solo love.
Yeah,
sure.
I always miss the solo lane kills by just like a second, So
Yeah,
I was happy to catch that one. But yeah. So the Mephisto. So you took Spite at level 4 to go along with those globes that were popping out. How much cooldown reduction do you feel as a Mephisto player taking that talent?
You definitely feel it when you get a good sort of circle placement on the rest of their team, and if you're lucky with the two of those happening at the same time, you just get a couple of instant resets. But outside of that, it's really nice for merking, because you're not getting those resets off of heroes, and it'll have your cooldowns for when you're doing mercs and things like that. So it's a pretty flexible talent.
I see.
Yeah.
No, I liked it a lot. I noticed it and thought that was pretty clever. I didn't check to see. Did you take Hysteria at 13 for your heroic ability cooldown, or no? Would that be too much?
Can I plead the fifth?
You can plead the fifth.
I did. I took it at 16, and
nice.
Yeah, honestly didn't get that much value out of that. I think with the Deathwing, there to sort of tank some of the hits of it and not get rooted. Really did not get a whole lot of ult value that game.
It's still kind of fun to shoot two of them in one fight sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think that even it happened this game. Like I sometimes take the ult upgrade at 20, and I opted out of it because I was not. It wasn't doing much for me that match.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, that game started to snowball away, or in your favor and away from ICC pretty quickly. Yeah, you guys just started to get too powerful.
Yeah, I think we took one good fight right towards the end of the first objective, where we were all poking at each other, pushing each other off point, and then I think we got maybe a triple kill towards the end of that objective, and that really set things rolling. It was great.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked like you guys were playing in dominant fashion and having fun while you do it. So
absolutely, it was a very fun game.
Yeah, congrats on the 2-0 domination and
the domination. Yeah, so that puts you. I'm looking at the standings now, up to 12 points, and it looks like there's a little tie up at the top. So Region Nebula's at 14, and then you'll be the third team at 12 points, tied for that second place.
Wow. Whew.
So yeah,
feeling that pressure.
Yeah. It's a tight race. You'll love to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It'd make for an interesting playoff for sure.
Definitely.
But yeah, if y'all have any more comments or shout outs you want to make?
I mean, shout out to the rest of our team who's not here in the interview, including our subs who didn't end up playing today. Not our subs, but our team members who weren't in the games. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the other team. ICC Crystal Gems were great. Fun, very fun people to be in the lobby with. That's how I judge a lot of teams is like,
yeah, for sure.
can they joke around? Are they taking this too seriously? Because it's all for fun. It's a good time, and they were very fun to chat with and stuff like that. So shout out to them.
Yeah, we had a blast dancing with them, and we hope that we'll get a sweet rematch in the playoffs. Hopefully, it's a crazy competitive division.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, huge shout out to you guys. Thanks so much for casting.
Yes, thank you.
It's always fun to have you here. And then we also just love to do like a big shout out in general to mental health. The pandemic is hard on everybody. Times are hard on everybody, but NGS is a great place for people to come together. Just know if you are struggling with mental health, there's people out there that can help you. You can call or text the hotline 988 if you're having issues. It's like 911, but for mental health. And just know we all love and are here for you. Thanks so much for casting, guys.
Awesome. Thanks for the shout outs and
Appreciate it.
and for having us. Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
See you guys next time.
All right, guys.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks.
All right, guys. I will attempt to do a little raid here. I guess we can just go ahead and raid.
Who we raiding?
Guess we can raid Araka. Raid Araka, right?
Yeah.
I think she's
Stick
still got
around.
they've got a game still rolling.
Stick around and don't forget to follow Cornflicted first, and then follow Raka.
Yeah, and also follow Krogdon. He's got his own NGS casting channel. So thanks, guys, for watching. We're head over to Raka now. Bye.
Bye.
All right.